Rosie, aka Rosita. I think I got better looking as I got older. Oh wait, this is not about me, it's about George. I didn't write anything down. The eulogy. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? But let me tell you something. There's a lot of people here from Georgie's past. I was blessed because I kept going with him. Way past. It's okay. He anointed me. He appointed me. A little bit of history. George had a stroke 5 years ago. We know that, right? Let me tell you something. He was amazing. I'm going to give you information. Because people ask questions. What happened? Did he go boom? Did he put a bomb? This is what happened. He was paralyzed. He was aphasic, which means he couldn't speak. Man, remember when Georgie spoke? Let me hear you. Remember when Georgie spoke? And?
Now no.
Stop yourself. Rosie, you get too excited. Practice the art and the technique of avoidance. On and on and on. He had proverbs. He was a man of proverbs. He was a philosopher. He was a fisherman. He was a great fucking cook. He made the best leg of lamb I ever ate in my life. He had a great vegetable garden because he lived with me and we had a great vegetable garden. He was kind. He was sincere. He was never without respect. A lot of people in here went home with a paycheck because of Mr. Lucas. Do I hear amen?
Yeah.
Do I hear amen? He fed a lot of mouths, baby. Okay? He gave you the respect as musicians should be respected. Now, I don't know about you, but I know I've had many times when I sat there and was competing with a freaking cappuccino machine. I had to make, I used to pretend it was like a drum machine. George would come in and he said, Jesus Christ, you this, because he never, ever, ever put any of that crap in a musician's face. Max Balaban is here tonight. Give it up, everybody. George's partner. I came to the U.S. Blues because of Max and Flo. I didn't speak to George for 6 months. I was a hippie girl. I had hair down to here. Does anybody remember me from back in the day? You don't want it. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Oh, shit, look at my going. Yeah. I did something wrong. I didn't understand the U.S. Blues in a way. I worked there. I was a hostess, the mostess. Max said to me one day, why don't you take your acoustic guitar and just come in and play? I said, well, I'm not going to play. I work in Little Easter at C-Club. I sing Joni Mitchell. What are you fucking talking about with this U.S. Blues and people in here are nuts? They're so high. I'm scared of them. I was scared of you people. As the months went by, I said, all right, Max, I'll do it. Acoustic. I don't even play guitar anymore. All of a sudden, there's people coming. Sunday afternoon brunch. You guys were there rocking till 5 in the morning. I got up the next day because I had to go back to work there. Georgie calls me up. Never spoke to him for 6 months. All they did was bring him his 2 softball beige dry toast Kahlua in his coffee and 15,000 cigarettes. Fine. Whatever. Smoke. Whatever you want. When he saw me do that, and saw there were people coming, he calls me up from the office. There was a phone at the Blues by the bar and connected to the office upstairs. And I got the Rosie, Georgie, and Max, and Terry calling, want to see you. I said, oh shit, I was so scared, I was shaking. I go, oh my God, am I going to get fired? I walk in the office, petrified. Georgie looks at me and says, first words in 6 months, kid, the numbers are going up when you perform here. I said, what the fuck are the numbers? Like, the numbers, like the daily number, or what are you talking about with numbers? You're making money for us. I said, oh, good. Do I get any? I'm going to put you on the stage next Sunday. I said, no, you're not. Who the fuck who are you talking to? I don't do this. I like by the service bar, little mishkina, I'm Sicilian. Leave me alone. I'm telling you, if anybody knows me now, it was not like that. I was actually worse, but it wasn't like that. I don't know anything about a monitor. I don't know anything. This is a big stage. This is beautiful. This is Earth, Wind, and Fire soundboard. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of that. Stop yourself. Shut your mouth. You know who you're talking to? I said, yes. Sorry. Meet me in front of the stage at 3 o'clock. I'm going to teach you everything. All right. I said, but if my shift doesn't end till 4, he goes, Rosina, I own the place. Make sure you roll a big fat joint before you meet me at 3 o'clock. I said, oh, now we're talking. Now I'm going to be bonding with Mr. Friggin' Lucas. We smoked a fat one. Really fat one. He took me on the stage. I was so excited, it was like a kid in candy. He walked up the steps to this, the board was like in the ceiling, like it was in heaven. The lights went on. He turned all the lights on. He shut the shutters. This is this, and this is that, and this is where you stand. And now do me a favor. Sing something into the microphone. I did. I said, shit, do I sound like that? Damn, no wonder I'm bringing money in this goddamn place. I'm good. Hold on. He sat back with me and he said to me, we're going to be friends forever. I said, I think so. That's all. Not about me. It's about what he gave to me. It went on and on and on. When he had that stroke 5 years ago, there wasn't a question that I was not going to take care of this man. You know why? Because he deserved my love. My love. He could have all the love he wanted because he gave all of us so much love. He appointed me and then he anointed me to take care of him. You're going to be my POA. Jerry Corbo was here. Jerry Corbo, I called him up, the lawyer from back in the day. We had to get papers signed. He said, Rosie came right to George. Don't worry about it. These things cost like thousands of dollars. Sign the paper. I'll do it for nothing. It's George. I'll take care of you and George. Don't you worry about it. Holy shit. Now, oh my God. Proxy. But I said, you know what? I'm going to do this job. And I did. And I was honored. And I know that people say, oh, Rosie, you were so good to him. I appreciate it. But it was a job well done between Rosie and George. A job well done. Good friendship, right? Good friendship. Giving, loving. When he went through that, he became like a different man. But not really. He was still George. But he never complained. He always smiled. You walked in his room, and he went like this. because he lived in a nursing home. He went like this. You all right? He'd show me something. He'd have a pimple on his ass. I would fucking want to kill everybody in Glendale. He knew that. That's why he appointed me. Nothing special. He just knew, don't fuck with me. And I was going to take care of it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable to watch this. Never complained. My message to you, and from my dear brother, not trying to proselytize here or whatever. Don't complain. There's a bigger fish to fry. He lost his voice. So you know what you're going to do for me now? You're all going to be George's voice. You know what I want to hear? I want to hear words coming out of what you think about him. Let's go. One word from somebody. Let me hear it.
Love.
All right, keep going.
Printer.
Keep going.
Silver Fox.
Music.
That's right. Keep going.
And?
Keep going. Open your mouths. You can speak.
Again.
Yeah, keep going.
Dirty old man.
Oh, shit. Anybody else? Come on. What did you hear George say to you?
We'd be gone.
Rock and roll.
Mike said, true friend. Rock and roll. Any, huh?
Kind.
Kind.
Oh, shit, my hearing's going.
Kind.
K-I-N-D?
Yes.
Kind. What else? Come on.
Long joint.
Long story.
Yeah.
Long story. I love that one. What else did he say? Let's all do that together. It is what it is. That's right.
Message.
That's
I
right.
may answer, I may not.
He was supposed to... Phone would ring. George's phone. George Lucas here. Screening all calls. I may answer. I may not. If not, have a good day. Rock and roll. Yeah. That's all. Anything you want to know, talk to me. There's so much to share with you. But it's not so much about me. It's about all of you here that loved him in your own way. You showed up to rejoice him, to love him, to respect him. And by the way, he was supposed to be here tonight. He was supposed to be here.
He is here.
Because he wanted to say goodbye to all of you. I had the whole thing set up. When the doctors diagnosed him, they said, you got 3 to 6 months to live. All right, Georgie, we're going to have a party. I'm going to bring the bed in. I was going to hire a man with the bed because he couldn't get out of bed. He was so ready to come here. He went in 6 weeks. By the way, not one bit of suffering. And boy, was he eating up that morphine, baby. Oh yeah, give him as much as he wants. Incredible. This day, he was supposed to be here. But he is here, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right, he's here. He's here through all of you. Every single one of you. I'm a little stonada. I didn't get stoned or anything because I don't really do that anymore. Well, sometimes I do. Anybody got me? I didn't even stone outside. But he died in my arms. How lucky am I? I don't want to take a shower for 2 weeks because I could smell him. I promised him he wasn't alone. He'll never be alone. Because he has all of you to remember him and keep telling the stories. Keep telling the stories. Just like Iris said, they're long stories. There was a band. Snake. Come up here and squeeze this, and I don't mean like I used to with the US Blues. Can you squeeze it so I can shove it back in? Is it in yet?
Snake, you remember how to squeeze it?
There was a man, Snake met George, about a year before East Coast would come up. And East Coast, actually, these are the original guys, everybody, and they haven't seen each other for 30 years. 40 years. Come on, give it up, East Coast, everybody. Let me hear you. What happened was they became the US Blues House Band. They played every single night and opened up all kinds of acts. Madonna, Dizzy Gillespie, B.B. King, you name it, James Taylor, John Belushi, they were all on that stage, motherfucker. And East Coast opened up all of them. Everybody, put your hands together for the US Blues Band, and we'll be that way forever. East Coast!
A nice tribute to George. If we started out the event the same way we used to open up our sets. 2, 3, 4! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to US Blues Roundel. We are East Coast! There was a stranger in a black sedan. I was hop inside my car. I got pictures candy of a little man, and I'll take you to the nearest spot. I'm gonna be your baby. I'll take you anywhere.